Hey guys, Frank with the National Real Estate Post here, and I just want to start off the show by saying it's going to be kind of an interesting one. A kind of a cool report came out that I want to kind of skim through real fast, and I'm going to give you the link to go get it yourself down below because it's kind of a neat report for the originators out there. And before we get started, I just want to point out that I know right now that the recruiters and the headhunters are out just with their fangs out in force right now, pounding the crap out of all you originators out there because the market dictates that they do so. But I would say this, do yourself a favor if you do think you need to make a move. If you think you got to shift for some reason, whatever it may be, do check out Mortgage Jobs Now, because in Mortgage Jobs Now, there's videos that are the actual owners of the companies. So you'll really get a sense of who they are, what their personality is like, what the culture is going to be like with that particular company. And it's going to give you a much better sense of who that prospective new employer is to you than, some recruiter who's probably working for a multitude of companies just trying to throw stuff at you. So take the time and check out Mortgage Jobs Now. There's a banner over on your right. Or you could just text jobs to 33655. Just text jobs to 33655. And there you'll get a couple of buttons that you can push to go searching for jobs or whatever the case may be. So with that, let's go ahead and start with today's show. Well, what I wanted to share with you guys today is there's this new survey or this report that came out from Altisource, and it's called The State of the Originators Industry in 2018. And this is a survey of mortgage originators around the country and what their thoughts are on the industry as a whole today as a mortgage originator. So let's dive in and look at a couple of quick things. Okay, first, let's check out what originators surveyed feel are the biggest challenges that originators face in today's market. As you can see here, 29% feel that it's increased purchase business competition, right? Everybody's chasing the same purchase business. 25% feel it's margin compression. 24% interest rates, of course. 13% consider it to be the aging workforce resistant to change. And I got to believe that's probably a bigger concern than it shows. And then 10% feel that a dip in refinances is the biggest problem. Okay, so let's talk about what originators feel is the biggest market opportunity in our current market environment. I find this one pretty interesting. So you can see from the picture here that you've got a total, right? And then you've got those who have 5 to 9 years experience and what their thoughts are. And then you've got those with 10 years experience or more, what their thoughts are. So you got the old guys, the young guys, and then kind of a combination total here. So let's compare the young guys to the old guys and see what they say. So they feel that the most promising opportunity is for those 5 to 9 years in the business, right? They think FHA loans are the most promising opportunity. Now check this out. Compared to the more seasoned guys, they feel that it's construction loans. I find that interesting, and I kind of would like your opinions on this in the comments down below. I think that would be interesting to hear from you guys on that. Next, the younger guys feel it's jumbo loans. The more experienced guys feel it's non-QM. The younger guys feel that the next biggest opportunity is renovation, and that matches the older guys. Then the young guys feel that construction loans would be the next biggest opportunity compared to the older guys feeling that jumbo loans would be that. And then finally, for the young guys, they feel, the least biggest opportunity for them would be non-QM, which I don't agree with. And then the experienced guys feel that FHA would be the least biggest opportunity. Now, I got to just tell you, in my opinion, the older guys got this one right. I mean, that's just my opinion. But then again, I got into the mortgage industry in January of 1987. So that would make sense for me. But I'm curious as to what your thoughts are on this particular one. Okay, I found this really interesting as well. So limitations to pursuing new types of loans. So, you're going to experiment diving into new loan products to try and, have a bigger toolbox that your originators can draw from so that they can do more loans, right? If we can do more types of loans, we can find those customers that fit those types of loans and do more loans to increase our volume. But what are the limitations to doing new types of loans? And as you can see here, the number one concern is the underwriting. And in the article here, or in the report, it says this is probably also due to an aging industry, right? Our underwriters aren't so young anymore, kind of still set in the old ways, So check this out. 30% feel, 30% that experience of underwriters is what would hold them back or hold their company back from starting to pursue new types of loans. I think that says a lot for your company if you're a company owner right now. Okay, now with respect to automating originations, it says here, steps of the origination process organizations plan to automate or automate further via technology in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, the top one being processing and document management, then loan trading, then underwriting, then investor delivery, QC, and closing. So there you go. That's what originators feel is the most important things to automate. So processors, get your act together. Okay, and this report kind of wraps up with the predictions for the mortgage industry over the next 2 to 3 years. And so here we go. Check it out. 70% say growing cost will drive out the smaller lenders or they're going to get acquired. We're seeing that already. So I would say that's right on. 67% say originators will outsource more to third-party vendors to better deal with market fluctuation. That makes a lot of sense too. 65% say private money will be back in the market, restoring the securitization market. Interesting. Would love to know your thoughts on that down below. 61% say the big banks are going to make a comeback and retake market share. Again, your thoughts on any of this down below is going to be great. And then 58% say that their prediction for the mortgage industry over the next 2 to 3 years is that we will experience a market crash in the next 24 months. That's the sentiment. That's the survey. And I'd kind of like to wrap this little piece up or this show up with what the contributing authors say at the very beginning of this survey, which is basically what to look out for going forward. And here it is. That would be consider outsourcing some or all operations to create a more variable cost model. Join a peer network to gain knowledge, develop partnerships, and save money. Continue to look for new talent. And I think what they mean here is hire new people and train them, which I'm a big proponent of right now, while focusing on the retention of the top people that you've already got. Add new loan programs, but offload the risk and or operational costs to a third party. Okay. And then finally, be bold. They say, consider piloting programs that will generate savings. A good market example is the recent movement by lenders. Yes, I said lenders, to move a portion of their business, eventually a substantial amount, to a variable cost model. The savings may allow lenders to try new approaches to maximize efficiencies and improve customer service levels. Very cool stuff. You should really go ahead and grab this survey for yourself if you're an originator and go through it and read the whole thing. It's not that long, but it's very, very insightful, and see how it compares to what your thoughts are about the industry today and going forward over the next couple of years. There's a link down below where you can click it and go and download this report for yourself. Or if you're watching us on Facebook, there's probably a link around here somewhere, right? They are going to get your name. They're going to get your email address. Okay. They're going to get that information. So, expect to hear from them in the future. But this report is pretty darn cool. I think it's kind of timely and very needed today to take a look at. So I hope you enjoy it. With that, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you here tomorrow at the National Real Estate Post.